do it. I'm gonna walk in, just show it. Yeah, oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, hello. Hey, everyone, here I am. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Union Rescue Mission's Angels of Hope special event. Yeah, I'm coming to you live from the beautiful beaches of Rio de Janeiro, or from inside my garage in the greater Los Angeles area. After 2 months in lockdown, it's honestly tough to tell where I am or who I am. I feel like I used to be a professional actor, but every time I say that to my family, they just laugh at me. So I probably am Joel McHale, and I'm definitely honored to be your host for this benefit supporting the Union Rescue Mission and the amazing work they do on behalf of the homeless population of Los Angeles. The Union Rescue Mission is a one-of-a-kind organization, and the difference they make in the lives of men, women, and children struggling with homelessness is vitally important now more than ever. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joel, this is a very important event benefiting a sincere cause during a very serious time. It requires a likable, sympathetic host. Why on earth did they choose you? First of all, that's hurtful. Secondly, my wife Sarah and I have been longtime supporters of the Union Rescue Mission. Personally, I think they just wanted Sarah, but we're a package deal. So if you want her there, you also got to take me. It's what I tell my parents every Christmas. Also, my house is fairly close to KCAL 9, and they didn't want to gas up the satellite truck, so there you go. Now I'm your host. I'm pleased to open my home to this virtual event, and I thank you for tuning in, and of course, generously donating during these very uncertain times. And I was pleased to discover that because of the pandemic, my house can now double as an event space. So if you'd like to host your next gathering, a wedding, bar mitzvah, a livestock auction, or professional football game here at the McHale House, hit me up on Instagram. We offer competitive rates, and most of our bathrooms are up to code. Tonight, we will share some amazing stories from those whose lives have been changed by the Union Rescue Mission and honor the hard work of those who are doing all they can to stem the tide of homelessness in Los Angeles. We will also have some amazing musical performances, special celebrity guests, and lots of tantalizing glimpses of 2 or 3 different walls in my house. Incredible. Throughout the night, you can bid at on the Union Rescue Mission's amazing online auctions. Technically, it's an online silent auction, so please refrain from shouting your bids at your television or mobile device. We have an amazing show for you tonight, and I encourage all of you to give whatever you can to benefit this inspiring organization. Yes, that was me actually being sincere. That's going to happen a lot through the night, so buckle up. Obviously, this is an unprecedented time in human history, and the challenges of the pandemic have only strengthened the resolve of everyone at the Union Rescue Mission. There's the LA helicopter. Here with more on how the mission is handling this new normal are URM CEO Andy Bales and Vice President of Philanthropy Richard Newcomb.
The state of homelessness has been out of control here in Los Angeles County. 2019 count was 59,000 people experiencing homelessness here in LA.
They are living not only on Skid Row, but much of LA has encampments throughout LA City and LA County.
Many people ask us, where do these homeless folks come from? There's rumors that they're shipped in and bussed in from states like New York and places like that, but the reality is 65% of the people experiencing homelessness in Los Angeles County have been here for 20 years or more. There's 130,000 people statewide in California experiencing homelessness, and approximately 90,000 are unsheltered. 90,000 of them are living in cars, vans, mobile homes. Over 11,000 are living in tents or makeshift shelters. The other 16% have nowhere to go. I mean, they're in a sleeping bag or a blanket. But when you compare that to New York, they're doing a much better job with that. They have passed sheltering laws where you have to provide a place for people to go if they want to get off the streets.
They put a roof over 95% of the people devastated by homelessness. New York refuses to leave a fellow human being on the streets. LA has allowed our brothers and sisters to struggle on the streets. I hope that changes soon.
The number of people that died living on the streets in New York City was about 430. Los Angeles was 1,038 in 2019, died on the streets experiencing homelessness. We really need to do a better job here.
We've been invaded by a fierce, mysterious, unseen monster, COVID-19, and it has come in like a storm. We have had to decompress Union Rescue Mission from nearly 1,000 persons under our roof down to 357. We've had to do everything possible to combat this vicious disease. We quickly got the most vulnerable people out of our building. We moved people out of harm's way out to safer private lodging. But right now, we have men who've tested COVID-19 positive who are in our sprung structure, and we are providing the vast majority of the medical care. Things are going to be different in the future. We'll be strategizing, having less people under our roof at Union Rescue Mission, but it's going to speed up our satellites that we're going to create throughout LA County. Union Rescue Mission, with your help, is going to continue to step up to the immense need of people devastated by homelessness in Los Angeles, and nothing will stop us. Nothing is impossible with God and you on our side.
We need your help, and we appreciate your support.
There you go. The Union Rescue Mission is pleased to report that due to the diligent efforts of many dedicated people, Hope Gardens has not been impacted by COVID-19. I'm Joel McHale, and if you're just tuning in, we're coming to you live from the inside of my garage for the Union Rescue Mission's Angels of Hope benefit. And if you're tuning into KCAL 9 to check the weather forecast, well, this is Los Angeles, so it'll probably be 74 degrees tomorrow with a light breeze, 82 in the valley. Now I'd like to introduce you to an incredibly generous and amazing guy. His name is Scott Minard. He's a successful businessman, but don't hold that against him because he's also a longtime contributor to the Union Rescue Mission and has dug deep to support the organization. Scott actually owns an orange grove, and this spring he donated 4,000 oranges to the mission, and they were gone within a week. That should tell you two things. The URM is always in need of assistance, and Scott Minard has some really delicious oranges. In addition to that, Scott has committed to matching donations to the mission up to $1 million. Yes, you heard those numbers correctly. $1 million, 4,000 oranges. Wow. For more on what you can do to help support the Union Rescue Mission, here's Scott himself.
Well, we certainly are living in unusual times. And given the current crisis that we face, we all need to pull together. We must be one family, one community that cares for everyone, whether they be loved ones or friends or colleagues at work, or even those that are the neediest among our citizenry. Here in Los Angeles, there are people that are still living on the streets who need your support in order to pull through this crisis with us. We cannot succeed in surviving this crisis if we do not bring everybody along with us. And that's why today I'm appealing to you to make an extra special donation to the Union Rescue Mission. I know this is a time of sacrifice for many, and I am asking to make another personal sacrifice as I also step up and pledge $1 million to match every donation made to the URM through this campaign. So please, think of others, remember the neediest of our community, and remember that your generosity is greatly appreciated.
Now you understand that there are matching funds. You give $1 and a very generous benefactor for the Union Rescue will give $1 up to $1 million. So it's vitally important that you contribute money while the show is on. Please do so. I've been with them 30 years. They're a great organization. They take care of a lot of people a lot of the time. Help. Thank you.
Wow, what an honor to have an appearance from a man who played one of the most legendary characters in all of science fiction, T.J. Hooker. Thank you, William Shatner. And remember, everyone, Scott Minard is matching donations to the Union Rescue Mission up to $1 million. So give whatever you can. Honestly, if there's somebody out there who just wants to give $1 million right now, then Scott will give that other $1 million, and we can end the show early. You can watch Deep Space Nine after this. But for now, another way you can support the URM and their amazing work on behalf of LA's homeless population is by placing a bid on at the online auction. Go to urm.org/hope to check out some fantastic auction items. There's a vacation to a private villa in Mexico. That's right. Why stay in one of those annoying public villas? There's also a vacation to Jamaica for 16 people and an amazing sailing and wine tasting adventure. I'm going to bid on that. Also in the auction, you can bid on a fantastic meal from restaurants like The Palm, The Grill Beverly Hills, Cheesecake Factory, or In-N-Out, or go nuts and bid on all of them and eat it all in one sitting. Treat yourself. It's a pandemic. And speaking of treating yourself, you can also bid on the chance to have lunch with me, Joel McHale. That's right. You can hear all kinds of fascinating stories from my Hollywood career, or pay extra and I promise to sit silently so you can eat in peace. Either way, you win. And here's a truly great auction item. This painting from Taft & Porter, it features the word hope, excuse me. I'm dyslexic. It's in honor of Angels of Hope event and the Union Rescue Mission's Hope Gardens. If you'd like to own this one-of-a-kind art piece, bid now at urm.org/hope. Our next guest has sold over 30 million albums, been nominated for 4 Grammys, and has used her success to devote time and resources to countless charities. Here with a message about what the work of the Union Rescue Mission means to her and to perform her new song, Grateful. Please welcome Jewel.
Hey guys, it's Jewel, and it is my honor to be here today to support the Union Rescue Mission. It's organizations like these that are so deserving of our support because they serve the most vulnerable in our populations, the homeless. I was homeless when I was 18 because I refused to sleep with a boss. He wouldn't give me my paycheck. I couldn't pay my rent. I started living in my car thinking I would get a new job and get back on my feet. But then my car got stolen. And the poverty cycle is vicious. It's very, very difficult to get a job when you don't have a street address. It's very difficult to get a job when you start looking homeless. And quite frankly, the energy that I spent just trying to find food, shelter, and safety and water took all my energy for that day. I became consumed in panic attacks. I became agoraphobic, which is a fear of leaving your home, which when you don't have a home is really exasperated. I really clung to this little corner that I loved that had a flowering tree. One of the things I remember most about being homeless was that I was treated like I wasn't human, like I had no value. I remember walking down the street and watching people up ahead of me cross the street to avoid me, so they didn't have to walk by me. People quit looking me in the eyes. You start to feel like you have absolutely no worth and no value as a human. Fighting for myself, fighting just to believe I had any worth and value at all became an all-day struggle. We can't understand or judge everybody's path, and I was fortunate enough to help produce a movie called Homeless in America that shines a spotlight on how entire families, how kids get kicked out of their homes and end up on the street, everybody's journey that brings them there to build empathy. It's an honor to support the rescue mission. I believe that we can end homelessness, and I believe we can all afford to care. Thank you for having me. Thank you for supporting the Union Rescue Mission. This is a scary time during COVID, and it's scary enough when we have a home to quarantine in. Imagine what it's like with nowhere to go. And thank you for your support and for caring and helping today.
Thank you, Jewel. That was amazing. Thank you. Now, please blow out a few of those candles. It's quite a fire hazard you've got there. I love that Donnie Darko mask, so I don't want that to burn. In all seriousness, what is most distressing about Jewel's own story is that it parallels so many others heard at the Union Rescue Mission. Not only do many women find themselves homeless because they fled abusive situations, but they often encounter just as much abuse on the streets. It is more devastating than many of us can imagine, but the women of Hope Gardens have lived it, and unfortunately, the weight of it can be so heavy that many don't seek help at all. Thankfully, Amanda did. Here's her story.
I've been battling homelessness since 2012. Who's gonna have an open door to someone who's doing the things that I have to do to survive? At the age of 18, I was in a relationship that was abusive. So I ended up running away to Los Angeles. I ended up on Skid Row. And I was scared because I didn't know anybody and it looked really dangerous.
Women suffer more devastation on the streets than any one of us could ever imagine. There are 1,024 sexual predators on the streets of Skid Row.
I was going from tent to tent, see if anyone had any extra space. I would have to perform sexual acts in order to be able to spend the night. I felt dead inside. I just felt like it wouldn't matter if I lived or died.
After you've been through something like Amanda had on the streets, I'm sure the shame was overwhelming, and so much so that it paralyzed her and does with people on the streets. They can be frozen unless something makes them realize, hey, you're never too far gone to ask for help. So while Amanda was struggling, she found out she was expecting a baby and sought treatment.
While in a treatment facility, I gave birth to my daughter, got clean, and was referred to Hope Gardens Family Center. The first day I entered Hope Gardens really made me feel at home. A fresh, clean start. It's not easy coming from abuse or traumatic experiences, but once you're around caring people, it's easy to let them love on you. If I never found Hope Gardens, I think I would be in jail or dead. I'm grateful for Hope Gardens. We're in a safe place. I hope that my daughter sees how much her mom has worked and how much I've changed for her. I found peace.
Hey you guys, Polly Perrette here. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit about Union Rescue Mission and Hope Gardens and my beloved friend, Reverend Andy Bales, who I've been friends with for a very long time. I've been working with Andy and Union Rescue Mission and Hope Gardens for years. I actually started my Twitter account the very first day to raise money for Hope Gardens. Union Rescue Mission does so much work with all of our homeless downtown Los Angeles, and Hope Gardens is this beautiful oasis where our homeless women and children can go and live in a peaceful place where there's trees and the kids can ride their bikes and they get education and get to fellowship with each other. And we need help right now. There's so much work to be done. I know things are hard everywhere. So if you can help us, please help us. Union Rescue Mission and Hope Gardens, we need you.
Hi, this is Jane Seymour, and homelessness is a huge, huge problem nowadays, especially now with the pandemic. And anything and everything that you can do to support Union Rescue Mission, I would greatly appreciate. They're doing an amazing job.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Polly. This lockdown, as frightening as it can sometimes be, has given me the chance to do some picking up around here. This afternoon, I was sweeping up an old pile of headshots, and I discovered, this dog, and it's been apparently living here almost 2 years. This is Beanbag. It's a rare dog-pig hybrid I created in a genetics lab behind the house. You know, everybody needs a hobby. And as impressive as Bean is, he pales in comparison to the incredible recipients of our next award. Through Universal Studios' Discover a Star Foundation, dozens of Universal's employees donated time, resources, and money to create a haven for children of Hope Gardens. So please have a look.
More than 80 employees from Universal Studios Hollywood recently transformed an area of the Union Rescue Mission's Hope Gardens facility into a new youth center. Working with community partners, they decorated and furnished recreation rooms, classrooms, and created an outdoor amphitheater. The Hope Gardens children now have a beautiful space to call their own. Thanks to Universal, 100 children receive after-school tutoring in an amazing educational environment.
Let's see if you guys can do it this time.
Yeah. 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48.
Good job, you guys. Let's try. Let's see if we can still do it if I erase.
In recognition of their significant contribution to Hope Gardens, tonight's Guardian Angel Award goes to Universal Studios' Discover a Star Foundation.
On behalf of Universal Studios Hollywood's Discover a Star Foundation, we thank you so much for this recognition. The Discover a Star Foundation is committed to supporting organizations that are addressing critical issues surrounding poverty, homelessness, and children facing serious illness. We know that it takes a village to address such an ever-growing and complex issue, and we commend Hope Gardens for its work in offering a safe haven for women and children while providing the necessary resources to transition them to independence. We became connected with them several years ago through the Bright Horizons Foundation when we helped create a bright space for the center's youngest residents. In 2018, we learned that the site was in the process of transforming another space to be utilized for tutoring and after-school enrichment. What began as an introductory meeting turned into a brainstorming of ideas and a full wish list. I'm proud to say that after several weeks, dozens of volunteers, and countless hours, we were able to make these wishes a reality. From custom amphitheater-style seating and furniture, to new landscaping, to fresh paint, a custom mural, and of course all the entertainment and games. It is our hope that this space will be enjoyed for many years to come. I'd like to especially acknowledge the work of our technical services team members, many of whom have joined us tonight as they truly championed this project and absolutely brought it to life. Please all take care, and thank you again for this recognition.
The Discover a Stars Foundation's work at the Hope Gardens reinforces the importance of that place for families who desperately need shelter. Homelessness is particularly devastating for children, and the Union Rescue Mission has over 300 kids sheltered throughout the mission's facilities. And while these kids have experienced hunger, fear, and unimaginable uncertainty, they are resilient. For more on how your generous donation can help change their lives, let's hear from a young woman named Degarmo.
My other friends, they all have homes. Why us? My name is Degarmo, and I'm 16 years old.
Degarmo and her family came to the mission looking for shelter and a way to survive. They really had run out of options. And our best option for help is for them to go to Hope Gardens.
This is our room, and this is our view. We moved to Hope Gardens in March. While we live here, my mom, she takes classes.
Any other questions about expectations?
After they graduate, they can get a job so they can start saving money and so that we can move into our own house. These past few years, I learned that everyone goes through something, and it just makes us stronger than where we were before. And I know it gets better from here.
We do Christmas in July to just bring a good time maybe during the toughest time in a child's life.
I've never, ever seen snow, but there's snow right there.
Welcome to Union Rescue Mission's 16th annual Christmas in July. We're having a great time. I hope you're having a great time.
Wash me in the water, cleanse me in the mercy of your love. I need a heavenly touch.
I'm thankful for how better our life has been now than it was in the past. I'm thankful for the people around me who want to see me succeed. I'm thankful for Hope Gardens. We're actually happy here.
And now, with a very special performance, here are Broadway and American Idol stars Diana Degarmo and Ace Young.
It's 3 a.m., wide awake in my bed. Had these dreams so deep in my head. Time to make them alive. Funny how we always try to plan every moment. Still we forget all the things that make us feel alive. I'm gonna live to love, live to laugh. I still learn from my past. Gonna live to be who I wanna be. To let go and just believe. I'll get everything that I dreamed of. My brightest days are ahead because I live to love. Feeling like I did everything wrong, like the one had given up on me. I thought, why even try when everything's so far away? But then I took a look at myself. I just had to believe I can still do anything. Yeah. So I'm gonna live to love, live to laugh. I still learn from my past. Gonna live to be who I wanna be. To let go and just believe. I'll get everything that I dreamed of. My brightest days are ahead because I live to love. Oh, live to love. I live to
Thank you, Diana and Ace. Thank you. And go see Ace's Barbershop Quartet, okay? Oh, by the way, it's so nice to see couples who perform together. My wife Sarah and I sing a haunting duet to our children every night called We Are Begging You, Stop Playing Fortnite and Go to Bed. It's gone multi-platinum and is currently being covered by Lady Antebellum, which is a big compliment. When the Union Rescue Mission asked if I wanted to interview a huge celebrity guest during tonight's show, I asked, what's the deal? Am I not famous enough for you? Then there was a couple of minutes of awkward silence, and then I said, okay, sure, I'll interview somebody, which is why I am honored to speak now with a legitimate Hollywood legend, a huge supporter of the Union Rescue Mission, and a woman with whom I co-hosted last year's URM Gala. She has appeared in some of the biggest movies of all time, including Black Panther, Avengers Endgame, and she stars and executive produces 2 hit series on Fox, 911 and 911 Lone Star. Please welcome the amazing Angela Bassett. Angela, are you there?
I am, dear Joel. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
How's the
awesome.
quarantine for you guys?
You know
yes,
what?
it's great to talk with you. How is your quarantine?
Well. It's going surprisingly well. Yeah, everybody's
good.
handling
You're sheltering in place and staying safe and all that.
That's right. We're doing what we need to do. We're obeying the rules. We're trying to get to the other side.
Right on.
So we're doing
thank
our
you
part.
for coming on. What have you been doing? Have you found any new hobbies during lockdown?
Let's see. What have I been doing? I haven't found any new hobbies, but I've been able to get to, some of the stuff when you're just so busy running to and fro and working and shuttling kids and doing all of that. A lot of stuff gets put to the wayside that you need to take care of. So, like the first thing was to organize your closet and get to that junk drawer and of course, you're doing all the Netflix and chilling and imbibing, the wine and dark chocolate. But after about 6 weeks of that, I had to put that down. And now I'm, getting back to, working out and just taking care of myself, doing lots of reading and working out, eating right, and just so that when I come out of this, we'll be strong physically and mentally,
Right on. Well, I hope you're watching
so I have no more
Community on
excuses
Netflix.
about not working out.
Well, we're here to honor and benefit the Union Rescue Mission. What does this organization mean to you?
Absolutely. I love the organization and I just believe that we all deserve a home, a place to call home with people who care about us, have our interest at heart, our best interest at heart, and give us a hand when we need it. So, I love them and the time that I get to spend with the individuals there, whether it's serving food or giving a hug or talking to them about, some of them have written some wonderful, autobiographies, so receiving those gifts and just all the love that they share with me. I think I get as much out of it, my time with them, as they with me. So there really are some inspiring individuals who are just working hard to just step up, and it's just great to see. And they're an inspiration, and they just need a hand. So just the love goes back and forth between us.
Well, thank you, gosh, for taking time to do this and support Union Rescue Mission. It means a ton. I know when people are at home, people think that, nobody's busy, they're just available. And I think most people would agree that they're busier than they've ever been because it's a whole new way of life. So thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Angela.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. And thank you, Joel, for all that you're doing and how you give of yourself to so many, and absolutely for this important, crucial, vital endeavor. It just means so much. You're a warrior, you're an angel. So I thank you.
No. I just put on my card shark suit and let them use my garage. So it's not a huge sacrifice. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, you're welcome. You deflect, but we know the big heart you have.
Right on. Well, thank you for coming on. Angela Bassett, everybody.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Angela. I'll see you on the other side. All right. Now, as much as homelessness is a situation unique to each individual, it is also a cycle that affects children living in homeless families in countless ways. The devastation is profound. Without a stable home and family life, these children lack resources to thrive, and it becomes that much harder to lift them out of homelessness and poverty once they become adults. Breaking this cycle is Diane's entire mission. This is her story.
I am an accountant, I'm a CPA, and I enjoyed my work. But I would sit in my office and I would be putting numbers in boxes and managing money, just feeling like What I really wanted to do was to be out making a difference in someone's life. Three years ago, I was introduced to Hope Gardens. The minute I stepped foot on these grounds and I looked around, I knew that this is where God wanted me. I knew that this is where I would be serving. My daughter, my sister-in-law, and myself began this tutoring program. The children arrive off the school bus at about 3 o'clock. We greet them, and then we take them down to a play yard. We give them snacks, and we always have fresh fruit and things that they like. We bring them back up into the classroom, and we'll start off with like a 1-minute Mad Minute test.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Then we'll give them a little short lesson. And then we tell them, okay, now it's time to do your homework. And they all go, yay! Go figure.
What do beavers do? They stop up the water, don't they? They make dams.
This is, Ariana's going to read one for us now.
Our tutoring program, it's beginning not only to change the attitudes of the kids, but even to change the attitudes of the parents. The parents used to not be interested in school because the kids were failing so miserably. The parents didn't want to put any expectations on them. But now, not only the kids have hope, but the parents now have hope.
It's always so much fun to watch a kid as they realize they can do something and the excitement that they feel.
Madeline, you know, you're going to be a really good reader. Did you know that?
These kids are bright. There's no reason why every one of them shouldn't be getting great grades. They just need the encouragement and the confidence.
14. Good job.
We hope that they always remember the love that they received while they were here. I hope I am making a difference. I'm hoping so.
Last year, our next honorees, Pastor Fred Price Jr. and his wife, Angel, led the fundraising effort for the Walk to Fight Homelessness from the Crenshaw Christian Center. With their passion and drive, Union Rescue Mission raised $23,000. So it's my great pleasure to present the Angels of Compassion Award to Angel and Fred Price Jr. Here's more about their outstanding efforts.
Crenshaw Christian Center, Pastor Fred Price Jr. and First Lady Angel Price are rock stars among Southern California churches in support of the Union Rescue Mission. They were the leading fundraisers for last year's Walk to Fight Homelessness.
Big shout out to Crenshaw Christian Center, Pastor Price, all of you. You were our leading fundraisers, leading advocates on this walk, and we can't thank you enough. God bless you. Here he is, right here. One of my favorite people, right here.
Almost at the finish line. Thank you. Nice.
For their tremendous assistance in the fight to combat homelessness, tonight's Angels of Compassion Award goes to Crenshaw Christian Center.
Pastor Fred Price Jr. here, and on behalf of my wife Angel, on behalf of the congregation at Crenshaw Christian Center, as well as my parents, Drs. Fred and Betty Price, and the entire Price family, I want to say thank you to the Union Rescue Mission for bestowing upon us this awesome award, the Angel of Hope Award. And unfortunately, the gala did not work out the way we would have liked, but nevertheless, we're making the best of the situation. The Apostle James said that pure religion is tending to those in need. And in my humble opinion, no one does it better than the Union Rescue Mission. God has definitely given Andy Bales a very unique calling, and those that have partnered with him, those that aid him, and I'm humbled to say that I'm one of them also, but he's given him a very special and unique team to do the work of ministry and the calling that God has placed upon his life. So once again, this is a beautiful award, Angel of Compassion, and what else can I say? Crenshaw Christian Center, we're in this with you, Union Rescue Mission, for the long haul. Once again, thank you for this honor.
Your donation will go to support the amazing work of the Union Rescue Mission, including the Seeds of Hope program. For those struggling with addiction, Seeds of Hope can serve as a much-needed transition, easing them into URM's year-long recovery program. For a first-hand account of how Seeds of Hope can transform lives and how your support can help set these people on a new path, let's hear from one of the program's participants, Gary.
Depression is hopelessness. You feel like I'm stupid. There's no hope for me in this world. I just want to end my life. But the Seed of Hope is where everybody starts. Since I've been a little boy, I've always suffered from depression. I found out a good way to medicate my depression was through alcohol. All I could think about after a while was just where's my next drink coming from, where's my next drink coming from. Ended up being homeless, losing my job and losing everything. I was on the streets, sleeping on the streets, eating out of garbage cans and just hanging out before I decided to come into the mission. I've been in the Seed of Hope program for about 3 weeks now. Everybody's been so helpful, just very kind.
If you need anything, that's why we're here.
I appreciate it very much.
Here to work with you.
It's a very unconditional love here.
So can I pray for you?
I'd love to.
Open up your floodgates from heaven, Father God. Pour down your anointing on this room, Father God. Pour down your anointing on this man coming into this program, Father God, and help him get through this program, Father God, because we know we're
becoming sober again is a process. It's something that you have to take it day by day.
So becoming the person you were before you were hurt by yourself and others.
I knew that I could become a productive person again. That's what I want.
I better go get some help.
We're all assigned work therapy, different jobs that we have around here. My assignment is basically cleaning the area up, trying to keep the place looking good. It's not the funnest job in the world doing that, but it's rewarding. You feel like you're doing something that's necessary and something that's important. Well, I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm mostly excited and very happy. This 3 weeks as a Seed of Hope has been a time where you just really have to stay focused. You're going to make it through. You're going to make it through. And it'll be that way when I go to the 3rd floor.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on. Anything you need for the room, you come to me.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Carlos.
All right.
I thank God every day for this. I want to always appreciate this place and never take it for granted. I've had this philosophy. I cannot do a year here, but I can do one day. And tomorrow I'll do one day again. And pretty soon it'll be graduation.
Hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and I've worked with the Union Rescue Mission over the past 30 years. I've been down there. I've seen the amazing work that they do. I know how much they've sacrificed to bring about the important changes in people's lives. Now, I get pretty busy, so I can't always do the work I know needs to be done, but I'm very honored and proud to support the people who are down there who are doing the important work. So I'm asking you to join me by making a donation, a contribution to the Union Rescue Mission and the important work that they do. It makes all the difference in the world. Help me bring about the change that's so needed to all of us. Thank you.
For obvious reasons, we couldn't do our annual fundraising walk this year, so instead, we're doing a virtual walk where anyone can participate. This is a walk for people of all abilities and levels of quarantine to do at your own pace. Sign up as a virtual participant And your friends and family can support you with pledges and donations at urmwalk.org. You can even choose your own start time, beginning on June 13th and ending on June 14th. But hey, enough about you. Our next story is Olivia's, a teenager whose time with the Union Rescue Mission is based on the principle that URM will never turn away a family, and that through our partnerships such as Verizon and the LA Clippers, we can provide each member of these families with much, much more than just shelter. Here's Olivia.
When you're walking in Skid Row, you see a bunch of tents, and then there's just like a bunch of people walking around. There's like fights happening most of the time. It's kind of scary, like you don't know if someone's gonna like try to grab you or like if they're just gonna leave you alone. We try to avoid Skid Row, but like we live here. I live at the Union Rescue Mission with my dad, my 3 brothers, and my 2 sisters. I never thought I would live here. No one like grows up and says, I'm gonna end up living in a mission. I try not to tell people. I don't think anyone at school knows I go here. It's just like the people who live here know I live here. And it's like quite embarrassing to not have a house or a home to live in.
Although our kids are going through perhaps the toughest part of their life, there are opportunities at Union Rescue Mission that, brings a little bit of reprieve to their tough situation.
Hi, Miss Fonda. How are you guys?
Good, and you?
Hey, good to see you.
On Tuesdays after dinner, we have girls talk, because like that's the thing we look forward to.
So how's everybody?
Good.
Good? All right.
We just talk about like girl things, and like you start with an I am, and you say something positive about yourself.
I am excited.
I am ambitious.
Oftentimes girls think that this is what their life is gonna be like. There's no hope. I live in a shelter. I can't do anything. But I believe that if you show the girls that there's more out in the world, then they can see I can do the same thing that you can do. Some of the opportunities that the girls have had, they've been able to go to mentorship conferences at UCLA, movie trips, and most recently, 4 of my girls, they were selected from the LA Clippers to go to Sacramento. It was the very first time they've been out of the city.
That was the first time I got on a plane. It was fun, and I guess the trip taught me like independentism, if that's a word. I doubt it's a word.
Tonight, the girls have an opportunity to go to the LA Clippers game, and so they're very excited.
I think being in a place where there's other girls going through like the same thing I'm going through is refreshing. Because they like know what you're going through, and then they're going through it too, so you have someone to relate to all the time. And when you have people around you that like make you feel safe and loved, then it's not as hard as it would be like to be by yourself and to go through this.
When I look at Olivia, my hope is that this was just a temporary part of her life. And I know that she's gonna make a difference in the world.
I wish people knew that not all homeless people look homeless, and they get homeless for like a reason, and it's probably not a bad reason either. I think people need to like change their perspective on how they think of homeless people.
Remember to go to urm.org/hope right now to place your bid in Union Rescue Mission's online auction. As we've seen throughout the evening, the URM provides countless services to aid the homeless population of Los Angeles, and your generous donation will help make a lasting and positive impact on families and individuals who desperately need help. But there is still much left to do, especially in the world impacted by COVID-19. To see how the Union Rescue Mission will rise to meet these challenges, let's hear from Andy Bales and Richard Newcomb.
here at the Union Rescue Mission. We're able to do that because of wonderful partnerships with the USC Dental School, the Pepperdine Mental Health Clinic, the Pepperdine Legal Clinic, and now our medical clinic is provided by the LA County Department of Public Health Services.
These strategic partnerships help provide the needed expertise for us to be a holistic and full-service facility here to help folks get their lives back on track. Truly a blessing. Union Rescue Mission has several expansion projects underway at this very moment. One is at our Hope Gardens Family Center out in Sylmar. We have approximately 75 moms with kids
and 25 senior ladies.
Our efforts there to expand with the new building, the Oaks. There'll be 15 new apartments for moms with their children. That'll allow us about 60 more individuals there.
We have tutoring centers and a computer lab donated by Kelly Clarkson.
It's truly an exciting and amazing place. In addition, we launched our capital campaign, the Campaign to Multiply Hope, to build a second satellite facility for Union Rescue Mission.
It's 86 apartments with 374 beds for families in South LA. We have excellent case management services, mental health counseling,
daycare, job placement, to help people get back on the road to life. There are so many things to do here at Union Rescue Mission, and we need your help. Not only financially tonight in supporting of our efforts here to the best of your ability, but hey, we need volunteers too. We love our volunteers, whether it's meal service, working with children, tutoring, arts and crafts, field trips and adventures.
Union Rescue Mission as a concept has depended on volunteers for years, and we are going to need volunteers, brave volunteers, more in the future than ever.
Union Rescue Mission is the only Skid Row organization that welcomes people from all walks of life. Single men, single women, two-parent families, moms with kids, dads with kids. And we have a policy we'll never turn away a woman or child or family, no matter what. Thank you for listening. We appreciate your support.
No donation is too small. Every dollar helps.
Hey, get a load of this. We've raised $1.85 million so far. Thank you so much. That is incredible. My best wishes to all during this challenging time. Please visit urm.org. urm.org for more information on how you can support the Union Rescue Mission. To close out the show, we have a world premiere of a music video for Blindfold, performed by MC Woes and featuring Ruby Chase and children from the Union Rescue Mission. This video was put together by Project Blindfold, which was founded by Justine Sophia. To see the video in its entirety, go to urm.org/hope. I'm Joel McHale. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving. Good night.